The news coming just one day after Senator John McCain declared himself the presumptive Republican nominee with months to go before the general election. Does the senator tonight owe the staff and management of the New York Times a pizza party? In our fourth story tonight, with Governor Mike Huckabee mathematically moot, the lunatic fringe talkers seem to be latching onto the Times story as their first opportunity to fall in line with their party's new leader without losing too much face for the obvious flip-flop. Attacking the Times, of course, a tailor-made excuse for a truce with McCain by portraying him as the enemy of their real enemy. No, not Al-Qaeda, liberals. Laura Ingraham, a McCain critic who endorsed Mitt Romney, reportedly spent part of her show today defending McCain. And comedian Rush Limbaugh, who led the charge against McCain, today not only slammed the Times, he called this an opportunity for McCain to rejoin the fold. And if you listen carefully to him, you can hear him roll out the welcome mat for McCain if McCain is willing to make the trip.
The important question for John McCain today is he going to learn the right lesson from this? And what is the lesson? The lesson is liberals are to be defeated. You cannot walk across the aisle with them. You cannot reach across the aisle. You cannot welcome their media members on your bus and get all cozy with them and expect eternal love from them. You are a Republican. Whether you're a conservative Republican or not, you are a Republican. And at some point, the people you cozy up to, either to do legislation or to get cozy media stories, are going to turn on you. They are snakes. And if the right lesson is not learned from this, then it will have proved to be of no value. It's a great opportunity here for Senator McCain to learn the right lesson, to understand who his friends are and who his enemies are. And he's had that backwards for way too long.
If only Rush were still alive to hear himself talk. Here with us now, MSNBC political analyst Rachel Maddow, also host of the Rachel Maddow Show, weeknights on Air America Radio. Good to see you this evening.
Hi, Keith.
Do they have time to cement a truce before November?
They only need enough time to change the choruses in their awkward parody campaign songs. Yes, I mean, the Republicans, the right-wing talk show hosts have been saying all this time, for about a year now, that they need Hillary Clinton to get the Democratic nomination because that's the only thing that will unite the Republican Party. They don't need Hillary Clinton. They could unite against the New York Times. Mm-hmm. They could unite against you at some point. I'm sure will happen in the next few months. They could, unite against any red menace that they want to point at. And this is an example of them doing it and being open and direct about the fact that that's what they're doing.
Right. Well, the anarchists. We could go back to 1886. They can run against the anarchists. Sure. So what is, practically speaking, Limbaugh is asking more of McCain than just stand there and be a victim of the New York Times. What is he asking of McCain? He's
asking John McCain to play along with the kind of Republican presidential politics that right-wing radio show hosts are comfortable with. He's essentially saying, it's time to play along now. It's time to get in line with the way we do this. Start using Barack Obama's middle name. Start blaming the ills of America and your political problems on phantom menaces like the homosexual agenda or whatever else you want to pick out here. He's essentially saying, pick on the liberal media, get over anything that is in your political DNA that would keep you out of line with the kind of politics that we're comfortable with. Run a George W. Bush presidential campaign.
Excellent. Get your vote total down to 27% by using Barack Obama's middle name. One big criticism of this story, and it does resonate to some degree among everybody, why did the New York Times endorsed John McCain while it was sitting on this story? Leave that aside for a moment. Yeah. What's the corollary to that? Why, if McCain knew, and he did know that the Times was sitting on this story, why did John McCain accept the endorsement of the New York Times?
Right. If he was so angry about this, I think John McCain liked getting that endorsement. I think John McCain has had a relationship with the press that he's found very rewarding and very much to his benefit. I don't think it would have occurred to him before this week, before this point in the campaign, to turn down an endorsement like that because he had not yet got on board with the Limbaugh brand of politics. The Limbaugh brand of politics is telling him that, you've got to use this as an opportunity to demagogue against mainstream journalism. The great explanatory footnote to this story is that the Drudge Report, Matt Drudge's website, broke this very same story in December, and McCain didn't peep about it. And nobody peeped about it. And it's not because nobody reads the Drudge Report, it's because there wasn't political hay to be made from attacking him the way they're trying to make political hay out of attacking the Times.
All right, but they did make hay out of it today. There's an email out there referring to the liberal attack machine that McCain has sent out in an attempt to get money out of this, maybe he nets a profit off of that. Is it safe to say that his love affair with the media is over in the context of this story?
Pregnant pause.
Yes, thank you.
It seems like he's changing his attitudes about it. It does seem like he's getting on board with the right-wing talk show approach to politics. But you know what? The love affair between John McCain and the mainstream media is so inexplicable anyway, it very well may survive in terms of them still loving him. If they could survive the Keating 5 and the torture flip-flop and the George Bush tax cut flip-flop and the campaign finance flip-flop and the immigration flip-flop, all this stuff, but the press still loves him after all that, I'm sure they'll still love him after this.
Everybody loves John McCain. Don't say anything. MSNBC political analyst Rachel Maddow of Air America. Great, thanks. We'll see you later.
Thank you.